in Iraq, close to the border with Iran, is Ashraf city. Ashraf city contains between 3,000 and 4,000 Iranian exiles who have been campaigning for a downfall of the mullah's regime in Tehran for many, many years. Since the early part of this decade, they have been wholly and totally disarmed and given up what could be described as a military struggle. They are reliant upon the protection of the United Nations. They rely upon the rights afforded to them under the Geneva Convention. But I regret to say this is not being honoured by certainly the Ministry of the Interior of the Iraqi government, who seem to have their strings being pulled by the Iranian government across the border. This is a serious matter, I think, not just for Iraq, but also for the United States and United Kingdom in particular, in the European Union. We know that the Iranian government are leaning upon the Interior Ministry of the Iraqi government to expel these people, and we assume hopefully expel them from their point of view back to Tehran, where they would face not just persecution but almost certainly in many cases execution. And it's this threatening menace which is always with the people of Ashraf city, and I think it's very important now that we ensure that these people are not expelled at the whim of the dictators, cruel dictators in Tehran, but they are allowed to stay where they are until such times as there is a new democratic government in their homeland of Iran. We have obligations to ensure that these people continue to enjoy protected person status, particularly as they have demonstrably disarmed. This question of their disarmament has been thoroughly examined extensively and exhaustively by the United Kingdom's courts, where the Home Secretary here tried to sort of insinuate and allege that they still couldn't be confident that the people in Ashraf city had wholly disarmed. The courts found that there was no case for them to answer, that these people had wholly disarmed and were involved in supporting exiles around the world, campaigning for a day when there can be instituted in Tehran a free and democratic government. Something which many people have aspired to over the past 30 years since the fall of the Shah. So I think it's now time that the United Kingdom in particular made it quite clear to Iraq, who owe us a great deal in many respects in terms of governance, that we expect them to honour the obligations which are placed upon all the nations in that region to protect these people under the Geneva Convention.